Welcome to the Thomas Sports Show. AEW news. And I promise I'll have these podcasts. I'm going to get back into a podcast form very shortly, but just time. You know how it is with time. Time always busy, always something to do. So we're going to do in the shorter clips now. I hope to be doing the podcast form, long form, just shooting the breeze like the old school nights, just talking wrestling. But let's do it in clips, talking about CM Punk. CM Punk, and there's rumors that CM Punk almost walked out on AEW recently, last week or so. Walked out on the AEW Dynamite taping. Talk that CM Punk is unhappy. Are we shocked, ladies and gentlemen? And I'll be honest with you. In the years that I was a big diehard CM Punk fan, and in the years that he left, since he left the WWE, he kind of, I get it the first couple of years, but he kind of just came off as, I don't know, my CM Punk fandom diminished. And when he joined AEW, of course I tuned in, as a lot of people. And then it seemed like some stayed. But for the most part, those that tuned in to see CM Punk maybe stayed around for a week or two, and then they left. Did he really move the needle? No. But we fast forward now to about a year later. Talks are that he's unhappy, and that the AEW locker room is kind of on edge, and it seems like the tide has kind of turning as far as momentum goes into the WWE's favor, if there is such a thing like momentum, if you want to call it that. And just look at, what has happened the last few weeks, as far as the backstage gossip with CM Punk, right? Apparently the story goes that kind of maybe, there may have been issues weeks prior to this, but apparently Hangman Page went into business for himself in that promo right before the pay-per-view. Just kind of went off script, and that's something that they talked about with CM Punk prior. And CM Punk kind of said, well, I don't know why you're this upset, honestly. And kind of put it in that promo there, and just kind of, you could tell that something was a little bit aloft, a little bit aloof. Something was there that was not there. Apparently this was in response to CM Punk and the whole Colt Cabana drama backstage in that locker room. And, there was Hangman Adam Page sticking up for Colt Cabana, or putting in his 2 cents, what he thought about Colt Cabana and CM Punk out there during a live taping, during a live segment in the ring. Now, people are a little bit both parties here are to blame. 3 parties are to blame on this. First party to blame is Hangman Adam Page. You don't do that crap in front of a live studio audience, not with your dance partners, so to speak, not knowing what's going on and why you're going that route. You don't go to business for yourself, especially if you're Hangman Adam Page compared to CM Punk. CM Punk is the one selling the pay-per-views. He's the one getting the people to buy the product, buy into the story. Like it or not, it's not Hangman Adam Page. Cowboy shit on a t-shirt might pop a crowd here or there, but that doesn't sell a match. Make no mistake about it. CM Punk is the one selling the match, and just be happy that CM Punk went along with it and continued to be at least a professional in front of the camera and sell that match for you. Because he could have said very easily, Tony Khan, listen, I'm not gonna sell the pay-per-view wrestling that guy. Give me someone else. Could have very easily said that to Tony Khan. So Hangman Adam Page is to blame there. 1. 2, Tony Khan is to blame. Tony Khan is one. This is his company, his guys. You have to step in, control everyone. And, CM Punk to blame as well. He has a reputation of being standoffish, and, every little thing seems to bother him. Not really, can't talk to him. Once you betrayed his trust once, or once you wronged him once, you're dead to him. And he's a little bit, a little bit of a reaction, overreaction perhaps, and just always looking to. Seems like he maybe just didn't want to end it, wanted to continue it. Who knows what happened backstage? But listen, there are a couple of people, many parties involved, and who are to blame. But yeah, I mean, this whole thing, you don't. It's one thing you have to be. It's one thing your job as a performer, as a wrestler, being in a storyline is to sell pay-per-view, put butts in seats. Whatever personal thing that you have is settled off TV, not out there. Especially when the other person does not know what's going on. Yeah, your Hangman Page and Tony Khan was lucky that CM Punk just decide that he did not want to do this. But CM Punk is a little bit of a baby too. Doesn't let things go, which is probably maybe why you're having this matchup against Dean Ambrose on free TV, because they think that he's liable just to pick up and leave, throw his hands up and leave. Does not want to be talked to. Does not want to hear anything out. He's just picks up and leaves. So they might be worried that he's looking to go. So expect this to go on during this weekend, as I'm sure you might come across it. And don't be surprised maybe even if MJF appears, being that the momentum kind of has turned. You can feel it turning. Maybe you want MJF back on here, especially with the TV deal emanating with AEW and all that, and the station and blah 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 blah. But yeah, just my thoughts there on what recently happened. I hope all is well.